Yune, I promise you, you better be okay. Goodness gracious, I'm still worried for her. Oh, jeez. But alright, so yeah, last time, we learned that apparently nobody in this town can read. We saw the mural, the graffiti writing, and yeah, it was letters. So, yeah, nobody understood it. So that's really interesting. We still haven't figured out who exactly wrote that, but, you know, I have a few ideas. But yeah, that's very interesting that someone decided to write this when nobody in this town can read, so, yeah, like Shu mentioned. And also, Yune is, yeah, she started disappearing in this world now, too, so that's a great concern. But at least, you know, at least she has her memories back now, so she can, you know, help us out here. You know, we're teaming up together again, and she has her memories, so that's good. Presumably. I'm also still really worried, like I said, because she started, like, cutting out her voice and then vanishing in the thin air, so, yeah. The weather's pretty crappy today. We head toward the park, frost beneath our feet, battling the early morning chill in the air. It's right on the verge of snowing. Our goal is simple: to unravel the secret behind the mysterious mural that's at the scene of the crime. Oh, we're gonna try and figure out who it is now? Alright, well. Yeah, Taki is the one who originally finds it. I've gone through the same exact events over and over, but this is the first time Yune experienced it herself. I remember the same thing the first time around. It's bizarre watching familiar scenes unfold before your eyes, almost like you're watching a movie. Did you mention where exactly she found the graffiti? Oh yeah, the Goliaths here. Sakura was apparently one of the first to spot the graffiti, but I wonder if she could read it. Although if she could read it, then why would she leave it behind? Yeah, that's a good question. There's still nothing here. If they stick to the script, the graffiti should show up sometime before the afternoon. And if possible, it'd be great if we could secure the scene before that happens. I guess all we can do is keep an eye out. We can like hide behind the bench? Where are we hiding? It hasn't even been 10 minutes yet. We hide ourselves behind some nearby trees right for the culprit to appear. Ah, the trees, of course. Unless something's gone horribly wrong, it should happen at this time in this place. The graffiti incident has never not happened. Okay, let's not jinx that, alright, Shu? These murals are a lot more than any old graffiti. It's the only real word of warning to the town about the coming apocalypse. The information contained in the message is beyond anything the folks here could fathom. Whoever is leaving these cryptic messages is going against the town's ethos in a multitude of ways. Another 10 minutes pass as we keep waiting. Is that... Jack? Oh, sorry, I thought that was me. The person we enter the park is none other than Jack, the owner of the general store. He looks the same as always, except... Is it paint? A paintbrush? Paints? Oh. How would he be the one? He doesn't have memories, he has amnesia. Huh. Wait, I just realized, unless... Oh, fuck. I see. It's clearly he's not just out for a leisurely stroll. For starters, it's not even 5 in the morning yet. That's a little too early, even for health nuts. I have a friend who gets up at, like, 4, apparently. Not just yet. We need definitive proof that's him. Considering what he's holding, though, it's a safe bet. A moment later, Jack begins sweeping his large paintbrush in wide strokes across the back of the statue. Think he's done? The graffiti itself didn't seem to take long to write. Before he can make his escape, having finished his work in under 2 minutes, we step out. Jack, why are you doing this? Yeah, so... Like, you know? He seems just as surprised as me to see him here as I am him. Although I don't detect any sort of malice in his behavior. Graffiti has always been left as a warning. His kindness is completely in character. Exactly the same. Oh, yep. December 25th, the apocalypse comes to destroy this town. Run. Open the door to the world. The information is exactly the same, along with the mystifyingly bizarre method of writing.
Yune-chan made. Yare yare. Boku wa me o tsukerarete ita tte koto nano kana?
Don't worry, we just wanted to know who was behind all this. Based on everything I know, he seems like the least likely suspect for this kind of criminal activity. Well, I mean, it's a warning that the town's gonna be destroyed, like he's trying to help, so I think it makes sense in this case. It's definitely causing an eyesore to the town, so why would he keep doing it? I mean, again, he is warning people to run for the... He is warning people to run for their lives. Wait, there's something else. I want to know why. But there's something I need to ask him first. I want to know why you're doing this, because I'm pretty sure you have no idea what you're writing, do you? Am I right? It does. I can read it, but I'm guessing Jack's just copying the words from somewhere else. What? What do you mean the original art piece? What? To form words, they need to be written in a specific order. I noticed it the first time I saw the graffiti. The inconsistency in how the hiragana and katakana are written makes it hard to read. Although each character contains the correct number of lines, I can't shake this feeling that something's not quite right about them. The writing looks odd because of the way you wrote it. That's how I knew you couldn't read the message you were replicating. That's actually like a really cool way. That's actually a really cool way to use the Japanese language, because like I don't know Japanese, but I do know like the strokes, how you do the strokes matters. I tried to learn, I couldn't. I don't have the dedication to learn it though, but I know like I did learn that like how you do the strokes, it matters, like how he's saying the order and everything. So I think that's actually like a really neat way to use Japanese language for this plot point. I think that's really cool. I just wanted to bring that up because I'm very impressed by that actually. With that, he shows me the original mural he's been diligently replicating. It's a plain sheet of drawing paper containing several sentences written in a colored pen. The wobbly writing is in the original as well. Jack really did replicate it perfectly. Jack, where did you get this? By who, Jack? He shakes his head from side to side, distressed. He doesn't seem outright opposed to telling me, just completely lost. Don't worry, I won't tell you did this. Yeah, of course. He seems surprised. I figured. Let me ask you once more, just in case. Do you know what this means, Jack? Who is they? Of course. Yes, who is it? Don't just chuckle, who is it? His awkward laughter is all the confirmation I need. Which means there's some mystery person telling Jack to paint these words all over town. Who is it? Yes, please, thank you. Yune's me.
いや僕もさ、いざ急に見つかってみると戸惑っちゃって。
Jack, did you not hear what Yune just said?
誰なんですか？
Thank you, Yune. That's why I love you. Yune presses him. Jack falls quiet. The first one to break the silence is...
リンカ先輩
Oh,
じゃな
yeah.
いですか。
Yoji! My buddy, when'd you get here? Yoji?
悪いな。ずっと聞かせてもらってたぜ。
Why are you spying? I turn at the sound of a familiar voice to find someone we know very well standing there.
ヨウジ君までか。どうして僕が今日やるってバレたかな。
Well, me and Yune have been doing time loops, so I don't know how Detective Yoji figured it out.
今までも張ってたんですよ。今日たまたま当たっただけです。シュウたちはどうだか知りませんが。
I see. Well, I'm surprised at Yoji's sudden appearance. The name you mentioned is just as shocking. Good old Rinka.
リンカさん？
あくまで俺の推理だけどな。
I think your personal theory has a lot of weight to it, buddy.
これまでの事件を追っていく中で、俺には犯人像が芽生えつつあった。ほう。でも、それは店長じゃなかった。
He tells us he's been closely investigating this case. I always knew Yoji had more than a passing interest in the mysterious muralist. I never imagined I'd bump into him at the scene of the crime itself.
なんで意外そうな顔してんだよ、シュウ。俺もまさか、お前たちに先を越されるなんて思ってなかったぞ。
Sorry about that. But why? None of us expected to run into the other here. Although it's safe to assume we're all here for the same reason.
最初は町に落書きする輩が単純に許せなかった。俺たち学生のせいにされるかもしんねえしな。だからこういうのを先行してる奴らに聞いてみたりもした。けど誰も心当たりがないって。そりゃ自白する奴もいないだろうけど。
怒ってたもんね、ヨウジ。
そりゃな、俺だって疑われもしたし。
Oh yeah.
すまないね。みんなに迷惑がかかったのは本当に悪かったと思っているよ。そう、最初はただ怒ってただけだったんです。けど、2回目、3回目って同じことが繰り返されて、俺はむしろ気になるようになった。
Sorry, buddy. Here you go.
そう、最初はただ怒ってただけだったんです。けど、事件はそれで終わらなかった。
According to Yoji, he had initially viewed the graffiti as nothing more than a public nuisance, but as the number of murals grew, the mystery deepened. Since the graffiti was a work devoid of any artistic sense, obviously considering it's just words, he knew it couldn't be a student on a creative quest. And yet the repetition was clearly the artist attempting to communicate some message. This led to Yoji following the crime more closely, not out of anger, but curiosity.
シュウは知らないと思うけど、最初にこの落書きが出た日を覚えてるか、ユネ。
いつだっけ？今年の初めくらいだったと思うけど。
What date was that?
いや、最初の落書きが出たのは去年の12月28日。発見されたのは商店街の一角だった。何かきっかけになった出来事があるはずだ。
December 28th. Of course I wouldn't have known about it. Of 9 in total, they've been leaving no more than €1 per month.
それからはずっと定期的に起こってたから、去年の時点で何かの原因があったのかと思ってな。そう考えたら頭に浮かぶのはあの人しかいなかった。
You mean?
リンカ先輩だ。
Uh-huh. That makes all the sense. Rinka. Her name is a constant presence in my life here. She was a close friend of Yoji, Yune, and Jack as well. From what Kota told me, Bad Santa whisked her away into the unknown last Christmas.
リンカ先輩がいなくなって3日後から始まったのが謎の壁画事件。だから俺はリンカ先輩が隠れてメッセージを発してるのかもなんて思ってたけど、そうじゃなかった。
That's why he seemed as surprised as we were to see Jack behind them. He realized his hunch had been wrong. Jack said someone else told him to do this.
その持ってる紙を元に見よう見まねでこれを書いてたんですよね。
He's finally getting closer to the answer he's after.
店長、俺にはこの落書きの意味は分かりませんが、もし先輩に関係のあることなら教えてほしい。
There's a fierce determination in his eyes, his burning enthusiasm practically palpable. Jack chuckles in response.
シュウ君はシュウ君でこれの意味がわかるんだよね。
You're right. I can read it.
了解。
Are we,
ならちょうどいいか。待ってたよ。こ
are
の
we,
時を。
are we gonna tell them too?
ヨウジ君の言う通り、僕はリンカちゃんに頼まれてこれを書いている。
Yep.
そして、それを頼まれたのは去年の12月26日だ。
26日？
I'm just as confused as Yoji is. After all, didn't Rika go missing on Christmas?
正確には26日の朝だ。リンカちゃんはとても急いだ様子で僕の元に来たんだ。
This is news to all of us. In that exact moment, she knew something so taboo, Bad Santa came for her.
私たちのことまで忘れてしまったリンカは翌日になるともういなかった。前みたいに3日経っても1週間経っても戻ってこなかった。黒サンタにさらわれたんだろうなんて言われてね。
Thanks to a dose of muse, Rika had forgotten all about Kota. Yet she'd returned to Jack. Perhaps she somehow managed to cling to a few precious memories.
時間がない。もうすぐ私は捕まる。だから一つお願いがある。なんて言ってね。
Jack, who's they? Cause I sing Bad Santa isn't exactly just a bad Santa. Oh no. You serious? She knew they were coming for her before it happened. Freaking crazy, dude. That even Kota could possibly have known about that.
もちろん、僕もリンカちゃんが何を言いたいのかわからなかった。ただ、とても必死で焦っている様子だけは伝わった。僕としても、いろいろとお世話になった子だったしね。とりあえず頼みは聞いてあげたいと思った。
それがこの落書きなんですか？
Jack nods silently. And yet, Rika never even told him what the words he was writing even meant.
意味はわからなくていい。むしろ知らない方がいいと言っていた。その上で、定期的に街のどこかにこれを書き記すようにってね。
Wait, so she even told Jack not to not to worry about it and that it was better for him not to know? So was Rinka waiting for us specifically? And if that's the case, then was Rinka also going through the time loops? Because otherwise, why would she be waiting for us? Is Rinka the voice in our head? Hello?
シュウにはこの模様の意味がわかるのか？
Yes. Like I said, it's not a pattern, it's writing. Words and sentences.
文字？文章？
I was like, we have the time to explain all this to him. Close enough. Do I really need to repeat the exclamation I gave Yune?
よし、私がおさらい代わりに説明しよう。
Alright, do your thing, my girl. Oh yeah?
僕にも聞かせてほしいな。リンカちゃんが何を思って
I like
こんなお願いをしてきたのか。
I like how proud and excited she looked to do that too, by the way.
まずこれとかこれとかにそれぞれ音が対応してて、これを文字って言うんだけど。
And thus, Yune gives a rather impressive explanation based on what I taught her previously. That's my girl. That's my girl. I love you, Yune. In fact, her explanation is far more eloquent than anything I could have done. That's because she's amazing.
12月25日。アポカリプス。黙示録のことだよね。
Right. In this case, the apocalypse refers to the annihilation of the town in a week.
まあ1週間経つと週末になるよな。
It's gonna be a very depressing weekend, buddy. This is gonna be harder to explain than reading. I exchanged glances of Yune, her brow furrowed in concern, before trying a simpler approach. We are all going to die.
なるほど。正直あまり信じられないけど、それならリンカちゃんの必死な様子も理解できるな。
I mean, yeah.
ちょっと待ってくれ。そんなのって。
We are dead serious, Energy.
幼児には後で説明するから今は納得してて。
釈然としないけどわかった。
I'll leave the two of them to chew on the meaning behind those prophetic sentences while we dig deeper into Rinka's situation.
でもシュウみたいな人じゃなかったらこんなのわかるわけないし。
Also, how exactly did Rinka even learn to read and write in the first place? Oh yeah, huh? That is also a really good question. Mystery still abound despite knowing who was behind the graffiti incidents. Jack seems to hold some of the answers, at least.
でもね、僕にこの意味はわからなかったけど、リンカちゃんからはただ書き残すように伝えられただけじゃない。これの意味がわかる人が現れるまで見守っててほしいって言われたんだ。
Uh-huh. I see. Oh.
そういえば先週また落書き事件が起きてたらしいね。みんなは見た？
私たちは見てないですけど、昨夜が最初に発見したみたいです。
そういえば先週また落書き事件が起きてたらしいね。みんなは見た？
俺は前に見ましたけど、やっぱ意味不明でしたね。
まあいたずらなんてそんなものだよね。
He's just messing around, and it's the end of the world.
そういえばよく聞いてきましたね、店長。
私も聞かれたことある。
誰かわかる人が出てくるか見てるのもリンカちゃんからの頼みだったからね。
So yeah, she definitely had to have met us at some point then, right? But like, when and how would that happen? I remember Jack telling me how he knows every student's face despite having long since graduated. Plus, it makes sense he'd be in constant contact with the student body. I'm convinced that's why Rika chose Jack as a messenger.
だからシュウ君がこれをわかるって言うなら僕の役目は果たせたことになるんだ。
I mean,
リンカちゃんからのお願いをね。
Jack, that's really nice and very cool of you, but you know, we're still in the town. We still haven't found a way to actually avoid this. Just saying. Did you mention anything about the opening the door to the center of the world part?
内容については何も。これがわかる人間なら解けるはずだって言ってたよ。
And we still got lots of work to do, buddy. And Jack really was nothing more than a glorified messenger. It's our job to figure out what the message might mean.
街の中央っつったら大通り？
I don't think so.
でもオーロラの本当に中心ってなったら違うとこかも。大通りは開けられないし。
Technically, we could if we asked Kiri to do it. But let's not do that. It's also possible the world could be a metaphor for something. What started as an investigation into the mysterious mural incident led us to a treasure trove of information. And at the center of it all is Rinka, who found the most important clue before anyone else. Important enough to get herself erased. She clearly knew way too much. And we finally received a message means that we're still at least moving in the right direction. Open the door to the center of the world. What do those words mean? Probably to go to the Subspace Reality Art Gallery place. That night, or the underground room, where Sakia locked herself inside of. So, yeah. Probably one of those two, though. I guess she's not coming. It's a week before Christmas. Only a week left, huh? Only 7 more days. Usually this is the day Kiri and Koto stop by to discuss Yune's surprise birthday party, along with Sakia. They climb down the ladder. I'm assuming Sakia is the one who initiated everything. Now that she's gone, it won't happen. This December is lacking so many shared moments because of her absence. Missing out on all these small random encounters that I'm accustomed to leaves my everyday life feeling somewhat empty. I wonder how Sakia really feels about me. I feel like Sakia's been on my mind all the time. If I didn't think she despised me as much as she does, I wouldn't be sitting here wallowing here in my own confused misery. And then there's Rinka too. Rinka, who vanished last Christmas, and Saki, who started at the academy back in April. There's nothing that ties the two girls together directly aside from the apocalypse itself. As far as the whole literacy thing goes, it's safe to say that Rinka at least knew how to write on Christmas of last year. Well, she did find the books, didn't she? Yeah, she found the books, so maybe she read those. Her jumbled writing style, hiragana and katakana mixed with kanji, with no apparent rhyme or reason, points to her trying her best to match the sounds. Now, Sister Lola seems so intent on erasing every incident, means she didn't want armchair sleuths trying to decipher what it might mean. But that still doesn't answer the question of how Rinka knew how to write in the first place. And why she decided to leave a message for someone who could read at least as well as her. Should I tune into Aurora Night? No, I don't want to give that any views anymore. It's almost 10, I think to myself. Huh? I'm interrupted by a sudden visitor. Assuming it's the two girls from upstairs arriving to talk about Yune's birthday party. Is it Yune? Hey, Yune, happy early birthday in case the town gets on fire again. It's Yune herself. Something wrong? Same, Yune, same. Also, please don't disappear into thin air again. After everything she's been through, of course she'd have a lot to think about. We're definitely in the same boat here. That means we can support each other. It's almost 10, so let's think about tuning into Aurora Night. What the fuck did I just say, Yune? Stop! Why? Yune, your voice and body. Oh, jeez. Why? It does seem like you're getting better. Is it just your throat? No, she vanishes. Jeez. Clearly not. When it did the sprite transition, I got worried again because it looked like she was about to fade away again. That's exactly what someone with a cold would say. Jeez. Okay, can you please just stay in one spot? Thank you. This time I'm not simply tuning in because I have nothing better to do. This is my way of getting a little closer to solving the mysteries surrounding Leela, the show's host. Yune, do you remember what tonight's show is about? Alright, her bullshit personality test. Freaking BS, darn it. Right. Affording him an opportunity to get closer to her. So I asked him to do something. I told him to expose her for who she really is. Nice, Shu, nice. I mean, hey, whatever works. The fact of the matter is, we really didn't find out who she is in relation to what's going on. Yeah, true. Aurora Night begins almost immediately after I finish explaining myself. Yeah. I'm sure I mentioned it before, but Leela was happily broadcasting even while chaos rained down on the town. She knew what was happening. And that's not all. The show on the 4th. Her bringing up Saki's situation made it seem like she was sending us a message. What I'm trying to say is, I find it hard to believe she's a complete stranger. I can't quite tell if she's an enemy or a friend, but if I had to pick one, I'd say it definitely doesn't feel like she's on her side. Yeah.
スゲスト店長さんに来ていただきました。
Get her, Jack! Get her! I believe in you.
いやーこのマイクに向かって喋ればいいのかな
ということですので、今日はリラと店長でゆるーくトークでもしながら進行していこうかと思います。
The show continues as they immediately jump into the personality test.
シュウは心理テストで何選んだ？犬？
No. Don't worry about it. Yeah, what about you?
ダさん、自己評価の低い人間だって言われた。
She's kind of right about that. Dang. Despite being well liked and incredibly talented, her self-confidence is very low. I've come to know her pretty well after everything we've been through. To be fair, I was part of her charm, though. You're darn right! Meanwhile, Ronin is slowly winding down as it comes to an end. That's when Jack suddenly cuts to the chase, just like I told him to.
リラさん
Get her, Jack.
はいな、なんでしょう。
僕今こうしてリラさんの声は聞こえてるけど肝心のお姿が見えないなーなんて。
あー、リラがどこにいるかって？その辺にいるよ、その辺。
What? He tries to playfully dodge a question, but Jack persists.
でもですよ、せっかくの機会ですからお顔を拝見したいなーなんて。
お顔ね、あんまり自信ないんだけどね、この年になると。
He keeps going, her response catching me completely off guard.
それに店長はリラの顔を見たことあると思うよ。
ね。
Do you perhaps, wear a nun's habit? Wait, what?
でも僕の知ってる人の中にリラさんは。
それは気づいてないだけ。店長だけじゃないよ。町の人ほとんどがリラの顔に見覚えがあるはず。嘘、衝撃の事実なんだけど。
Is she being serious? I mean, I knew Leela was a celebrity around here. But to say that everyone here knows her seems like an incredibly bold claim to make.
でも確かに声はなんとなく聞き覚えがありますよ。
本当？この声は正直すごく作ってるんだけどね。
Okay.
だからごめんね。今日のオーロラナイトはここまで。明日はみんなで店長さんのお店に行こう。
Nah, keep going. Running away.
終わっちゃった。
Well, I'm more confused than before. I have no idea whether it's true or false. I admit my attempt at smoking her out was fairly sophisticated, but I was expecting her to say that.
それにしても店長はどこに呼び出されたのかな。私も気になるよ。リラの正体。
Want to go for a stroll? Maybe we should ask Sister Lily to be on the show. I have no idea when Jack's coming back, although I might get a hint if I ask around. I have no idea if learning Leela's true identity will help us in any way, but for some reason my curiosity is almost overwhelming. Unfortunately.
どこへ行くのですか？シュウさん、ユネさん。
To bed. Oops. We're spotted almost immediately. There's no way we can talk ourselves out of this one. Well.
門限は過ぎていますよ。用事なら明日にしてください。
Yes, ma'am.
それに、二人で夜遊びもあまり感心しませんね。
I think she figured out that we sent Jack to smoke her out. SOS. Both of us ultimately received a warning for breaking curfew. They then let us go with a final warning to return to our separate rooms. Oh, jeez. There's still so much going on, like still so many mysteries in the air. And I'm still afraid to trust people. It's Wednesday the 19th. Yune and I are sitting in phone class like always, watching a girl jump through time. Of course. Don't cry, Anna! It's just So relatable. I've seen this movie so many times now, yet it seems to hit me harder with each rewatch. Having lived the same number of timelines as anime at this point, my emotional investment in our characters is at an all-time high. Of course. I can't help but sympathize with her, Yune. Doing the best you can to break the cycle. So you understand my favorite movie now. Yune? I assume she feels the same way. I assume she feels the same way I do, but there's definitely something wrong. Oh, I thought she was happy that we liked her favorite movie. Yune? Earth to Yune. No response. Rather, it seems like she's trying to signal me with her eyes. She appears unimpressed. She simply sits there impassively. Do you not like it anymore? Oh no. Now that Gary mentions it, she was acting weird this morning. It's almost as if her soul has been drained from her body. Ugh! Like she's not mentally here. Jeez, why? I wonder what happened. It's that we went through time 11 times. Could you still be hung up on Leela's show from last night? I decided to leave it alone, at least until classes are over. Oh no. Please don't die on me, Yune. Please. Whew. Let's head back, Yune. You are not Yune. Do you see your name in the name box? This is not Yune, Carrie. I wasn't asking you. Potato. She did? I wonder why. No, please. I want to ask what's going on. But there's someone else I need to see first. You wouldn't know what Kota is, huh? In response, I leaned down and whispered in her ear. You remember that secret room we found? I may have found a clue. I need her help too. Just come with me for now. Oh, Kota! We're here to bother you. Dude, I want to use that sometime. I mean, she just said so. What? I already did that in the other timeline. Aren't you a girl? Okay. Exactly my point. No, sorry. Woman, not so loud. What if someone hears you like a teacher? What's with the intimidation tactics? Yes, it is. And so... It's fine. Yep, there shouldn't be any problems. Also because it's already 10 at night, the chapel's usually deserted around now. As such, it's locked. We managed to sneak in through one of the stained glass windows, which was left open a crack. More importantly, how did you know we could get in through here? Okay. You two really are problem children. You heard me. That's the part you have a problem with? Although knowing what I do, I can't help but view Rinka's actions in a positive light, so I guess it's fine. Yeah. My mind flashes back to the conversation I had with Kota earlier that day.
どんな状況で発された言葉なのかわからないと。
It's the last message Rinka left
リ
behind.
ンカが
I briefly break down the mural incident and the purpose of the cipher.
壁画、あの落書きがそんな意味を持ってたなんて。
I can't believe I overlooked it. Rinka's been warning us long after she vanished. Available to the public, but with a message intended for a very specific audience. Her attempt at communication can be seen as wanting to warn the public at large while not coming off as completely nuts.
アポカリプス。リンカは私以外にそれを話していないと思ってたけど、そんな形で発信をしていたんだね。
Considering the method she used, I'm pretty certain Rinka knew how to read. She must have taught herself somehow. She realized how important it was and figured anyone who noticed her secret would be able to pass on the message.
文字ってこのシュウが書いてくれた模様だろ。全然意味わかんねえんだけど。
She says while looking at a scrap of paper on which I had written "Kiri's a dummy." Well, it means something to someone who can read. In this case, you'd have to understand Japanese. However, the content itself is only part of the test. The next part of the riddle is only accessible to those who can read.
それがさっきの。
Right. Open the center of the world. If someone appeared who could read the graffiti, they'd probably ask about it, even if they knew nothing about the coming apocalypse. Jack had mentioned once how he knew every St. Aria student, past and present, making him the perfect fit for the role he was given.
なるほどね。
Did you think of something?
ただの暗号じゃない。リンカが残したものとするなら一つだけ。彼女には少し思い入れのある作品があってね。
That's why I had to sneak in here in the middle of the night. What she seems to be after is...
三連祭壇が確か3つのパネルが組み合わさってんだよな、これ。
A triptych dominates the chapel's main altar, the Garden of Earthly Delights by Bach.
そういやよ、私らこの前これと同じやつ見なかったっけ？
Yeah, according to Sister Lily, this one is a replica. This is actually the very first painting that came to mind when I first stepped foot inside the art gallery. That's why I made a point of checking it out with Yune and Carrie this time around.
では、そのあたり、ルネサンス期の作品群でも見に行きましょうか。
The Garden of Earthly Delights. If it's here, it'll be displayed among the Renaissance pieces.
快楽のソナーですか。北方ルネサンスの作品ですね。なるほどな。ゴッホだ。違うよ。あれだろ、ほら。モネ。違う。じゃあ、ルノワール。ボスです。ヒエロニムス・ボス。
I still have no idea how I knew the painting to begin with. And I remembered it so quickly, hints at it carrying some kind of sentimental value from the outside. Do you remember what Sister Lily told us down in the art gallery? I see. That makes sense. In one ear and out the other. Kira has almost zero interest in art history.
はい。この絵画は祭壇画のパネルと同様、3種のシーンに分けて描かれています。左にはアダムとエヴァの誕生を描いた楽園。片や右手には罪人たちが苦しむ地獄。そして中央には凶楽にふける人間とさまざまな動物が描かれた地上の楽園となっています。
Eden's on the left and Hell's on the right. It's backed up in the middle as a place that's neither heaven nor hell.
じゃあこの中央のパネルをどうすんだ？
The triptych is designed so the left and right panels can fold in over the centerpiece. It's similar to how a three-sided mural works. We're after the panel in the very center of the piece. Can we push it? Pull it? Rinka used the word open.
よし、私に任せろ。
I think we should let Kotaha do it. For literally everybody's sake. Just saying. Feeling increasingly uneasy about this, I step back. You sure this is okay? If you break it, we're screwed. To be honest, I'm just glad she's using her hands. Good job, Carrie. Wow. It took a bit of force, but Carrie was somehow able to pull the center panel right out. And hidden behind the panel, stairs. Uh-oh. I see. With that, we've unraveled Rinko's I said wrinkles. With that, we've unraveled Rinko's final message. Open the center of the world. And with it, we've also found Sakia's secret way into the underground passage. I'm guessing this probably leads to the actual way in. After walking 20 minutes from Kiri's tunnel and babble, we came across the door to a small room, which is where we talked to Sakia. That room is right underneath the chapel. Wait, do we need to do that? I thought that going in this way would mean we go like straight to the room, not have to go through a door in the first place. I thought that's what that meant. This is our last chance, granted to us by Rinka herself. There shouldn't be any more obstacles, but also we won't get away with this if anyone finds us. Because of that, I'm praying we won't have a need for it next time. If I came all this way for nothing, Kota's gonna be mad for sure. Oh, I thought she was here with us. I thought she was here with us that whole time. I thought you were here, dang. Okay, well. I'm sorry. I don't want you getting mixed up in this. If anyone finds us, they might think you're a spy or something. Poor Kota. He's uncharacteristically moody. What were the conditions?
1つ、必ず無事に帰ってくること。2つ、凛花に関する手がかりが見つかったら私に教えること。
Alright, both fair.
それと、もし咲夜がいたら首根っこ掴んでも連れ帰ってくること。
Dang, but also fair.
当たり前だぜ。
And off we go.
いってらっしゃい。先生に会ったらうまくごまかしておくから。
Let's go. Alright, well, there's a good chance Sakia is somewhere just up ahead. I mean, yeah, I feel like there's a 99% chance of it. Actually, no, 99.9% chance of it, honestly. The heartbeat. The thought alone is enough to cause my heart to beat faster from anxiety. The fear that I was about to come face to face with Sakia far outweighs my fear from knowing we're somewhere we shouldn't be. And yet, a part of me is excited to see her too. I'm very worried about this. Oh. Yeah, see, we are in the room. Or maybe we're not. Maybe we still can't see anything. Oh no, we are. Just as we enter the dark room, Carrie manages to stub her toe just like the first time. This is... Yep, this is it. Without a doubt, I can see just a little bit. This is the same room Kira and I managed to sneak into once via the back door. Except I remembered to bring a flashlight this time around. Ah, nice. Good job, Shu. Also, try to be quiet, Okiri. We're alone for now, but someone might hear us. You brought a bomb? I want to ask why you brought that, but it might actually come in handy. I mean, she said why. She did tell us why. Begin searching for the light switch with the help of my flashlight. Found it. Next thing I know, Sakia. Oh, we turned on. Okay, we turned on the lights. I thought Sakia was coming. I heard a little sound effect. I thought that was a doorknob. So this is what it looks like. As soon as the lights turn on, I see exactly what we've been tripping over. There's also a couple hung near the ceiling looking down at us. Video screens? Oh, jeez. In addition to several computers, there are more screens all along the wall. None of the computers or monitors are turned on. And yet it's nothing short of bizarre. I can wait. What I really want to know is, imagine finding a bunch of Bibles around this part of the room. Yeah, she doesn't remember that. That was a different timeline, Drew. Never mind. Do you see any Bibles? Oh. I look to see what she's pointing at. But I find they're definitely not Bibles. Are they dictionaries? Or like language books? There they are. Books. They're books. Yep, Rinka learned how to read. She found this room and was like, I'm gonna study all these books to learn how to read. Goodness gracious, Rinka. Objects that, by all rights, shouldn't exist in a town where the only reading material allowed are Bibles. I'm sorry, Kiri, but those aren't Bibles. The general shape is the same, but they're known as books. You'll understand once you look inside. Yes. Yeah, they use to form sentences. The sheer disgust on her face in reaction to the undecipherable letters is hard to miss. The sheer disgust, oh my gosh, it's funny. As long as one of us can read it, then no problem. This one doesn't seem that important from what I can tell. Are there any more? I still have no idea what this basement room is for. That it connects to a secret passage casted in very suspicious light. It's safe to assume the books housed here are more than they seem. And just as I thought. What's this? Some kind of folder? Here takes out what looks more like a folder than a book, filled with pages of. Give me a minute, I needed to gasp. Daiki Akagawa, Kana Izawa, Shinjiro Enomoto. They are names. It's a roster. You don't know this word either? It's a list of student names. Most likely every student here. It makes sense why they kept it tucked away. Is this the list of people that they made disappear? I have a feeling this doesn't have the information I'm looking for. After flipping through the rest of the pages, I put it back on the shelf. Anything else? See if you can find a book like the Bible for proper binding. Like a Bible on a diet, huh? Show me? The next book she hands me is incredibly thick and heavy, bound by a sturdy cover. Let's take a look. The Grand Tour Project Report 3. Oh no. The Grand Tour. That was one of the chapter names. I'm just as confused as she is. We exchange glances. I flip to the first page to find the table of contents. It's a table of contents. Okay, she doesn't know books, so I don't think she's gonna know what that means either. Yeah. It's kind of like a menu. Like a menu. Since writing doesn't exist in this town, neither do books, and any related terminology isn't part of the lexicon. Yeah? I wonder if she even understands what a page is. I mean, probably not. Alright, sit down, Kiri. Take a seat. That'll take way too long, but I'll tell you the important parts. You can't afford to stay here longer than need be, so I hurriedly skimmed through the table of contents. 1. Grand Tour Project 3 Overview. 2. Implementation. 3. A case study of Crosa. 4. The usefulness of a forest in isolated society. 5. A case study of Vogtland? What the fuck is that? 6. Arguments validating an illiteracy filter. Oh no. It's getting worse. 7. Establishment in Japan. 8. Development and distribution of a new drug. It's getting worse. 9. Words of warning. The hell is all this? I skimmed the entire table of contents, but nothing jumps out at me. A lot jumps out at me. However, the moment I turn the page, I feel as if I've been shocked by an electric current. My hand, still holding the book, tremble. This is it. This is what we've been looking for. Fuck, Kiri! I think we hit the jackpot. I take out the camera I brought with me and take a snapshot of the spread in front of me. Carrie still has no idea what's going on, fidgets nervously while pressing me for info.
おい、なんなんだよ。何が書かれてんだこれ。
This is all about what they refer to as the Grand Tour Project.
グランドツアー。計画だってのは分かったけど、そりゃなんだ？
Don't know Grand Tour either. The so-called Grand Tour they're referring to is the heart of the matter. Just as I'm about to explain, oh
この
jeez.
街を造営するプロジェクトですよ。
Playing the boss music. Hi, Sister Lily.
リリ
Oh jeez.
先生？
Are we never safe? You blindsided me. Her footsteps were soundless, or perhaps my own rapid heartbeat covered them up. I got so worked up over my discovery that I grew careless.
困りましたね。こんなところまで入ってきてしまうなんて。
We took to back way. Sister! You said exactly what I was about to without omitting any details. She might be our teacher, but I'd be truly naive to think she'll teach us anything here in this room. Behind us stand several older guys, none of whom I've seen before. Oh no, she brought security off up. Kiri, use a bomb. Who are they?
知る必要のないことです。それに勝手に侵入したのはシュウさんたちの方かと。
That's neither here nor there. A smile plays over her clean-cut features, but lacks any semblance of warmth. Oh no, she's doing one of those creepy smiles. Okay, oh jeez. There's a condescending glint in her eyes as if she's scolding a naughty pet. Oh no.
私、あの後ろにいるでかいの見たことあるぜ。
What?
確か、外れの方に住んでる加賀だ。
What do you mean the outskirts of town? We have outskirts in this town? How's that possible? He lives here? But he's not a student or a teacher. He's an adult who lives here, but we never see in our day-to-day lives. Sister Lily? You know all about this project?
教師
Of
です
course she
から。
does.
ものを教える立場の人間が知らないでは済まないでしょ。
I see. Yeah, I take my apology back, by the way. On the contrary, I'm not sure he really taught us anything at all.
ええ、 先ほども述べた通り、知る必要のないことですから。
6 feet? Things we don't need to know. Things we shouldn't know. Or in other words, what was deemed taboo.
そんな言い方もしますね。
The fundamentals behind the town's creation, information which Rinka surely discovered before leading us here. We managed to get back to that secret room Rinka stumbled on, caught in the same unfortunate predicament. And the guys behind you?
私と同じ、この町の運営に関わっている方々です。 普段はそれぞれの自宅で生活をしてもらっているのですが、
Uh-huh.
最近は不穏な動きが見られましたからね。万が一、また不良生徒が入ってきてはいけませんから。
Hey, I am not a delinquent, okay? Only Kiri's a delinquent. She used the word another. There's only one other student I can think of that could break into this kind of place. Good old Rinka.
先生、
Ooh.
一つ聞かせろ。
Dang, you hear a voice just then?
リンカパ。そう怖い顔をしないでください。何も殺したわけじゃありません。
I wanted to replay this anyway, though, because, like, you hear her voice.
先生、一つ聞かせろ。リンカパイセンをどこやった？
She is dead serious.
ただ、彼女は知りすぎてしまっただけです。今のあなたたちと同じように。
SOS. Did you banish her to the outside world?
ええ、黒サンタに連れ去られるというのはそういうことです。
That chuckle, that sinister chuckle was freaking really dark. Disappearing from this town. To the folks here, review the town as the only one in existence. It would be akin to vanishing without a trace. But in fact, it's simply exiled to the world outside the Aurora.
へえ。じゃあ、あたしらも同じようにされんのか？いえ、その手段はできれば取りたくありません。なので。
What do you mean instead? Oh no! Flop, I don't want to get drugged. I was already drugged before by Saki. Sister takes out an all too familiar item. Oh, Kira, use the bomb. I will rip this up and throw it in your face. Muse! Kira has no idea what it is, but I recognize it for the truly horrific drug it is. Words not making us forget are far from an empty threat. Sister backup has us surrounded and they're closing in. I can tell they're planning on forcing us down, dosing us with Muse and releasing us. It reminds me of a story Kota once told me. A story about Rinka? Yeah. Anyway, I was like, we have time for okay, like, what's that? I was like, we have time for flashbacks right now, sure. We're about to get drugged again. This is exactly what happened to Rinka. She knew too much, so they made her forget and kicked her out. This degree of repression is unacceptable. I don't want Kira anywhere near that dangerous drug. And I prefer not to be being forced to taste it ever again. Yeah, huh? No, thank you. Sounds like we don't take the drug willingly. They'll force it down our throats. Even this conversation is pointless, so we'll forget it ever happened momentarily. Use the bomb. I permit it. I allow you. Okay. If this was a movie, our hero would swoop in and save us. Remember how your movies end? Back away, please. Back up. Yes. Yes, please do it. It's okay. We're cornered and outnumbered. Sister Lloyd doesn't look like she's joking around. They're fucked, but if Kiri can get away... The instant the thought crosses my mind, my body's in full flight of fight mode. Everything goes dark. Oh, fuck. Who turned off the lights? Oh, was that Kiri? What happened to the lights? The room is as dark as it was when I first walked in. Except as my eyes had already adjusted to the room's lighting, I can't see a thing. It wasn't me. I didn't do anything. We use this chance to get away? Was it Sakya? Just as a thought crosses my mind, I hear a dull thud. Hello? Huh? Huh? He just crumpled. Dang, who is beating them up? This time from the side. As soon as I think that, I hear a guy drop in the back. His body topples over. It's so hard for me to make out what's happening, but all signs of life around us have vanished, replaced by the sound of bodies hitting the ground. What's going on? Huh? Suspecting some unseen assailant, I instinctively grab Kiri, shielding her off my body. However, it seems their aggression is not being directed at us. Running back, left to right. Oh, wait, is it Rinka? Is she showing up like the hero like how she does in the movies? One dull flood after another blooms from the darkness, my eyes picking up the dim outlines of fallen bodies. Only the three of us are left standing. Sister Lois' cry of surprise is relatable. The answer comes from directly beside us. Hey, it is nice. Dude, I wish you guys could have seen how I smiled when it showed her voice and her name tag right here. I actually got like a really big smile. Hey, she's here! Just like in Kiri's movies! Our hero! Oh, thank you, Rinka. I feel like I've heard the same strangely cryptic line before. Kiri acts almost instantaneously, despite still not knowing what's happening. The lights flicker back on, revealing the intruder. Hey! Finally get to... The ally of justice, nice. Finally get to meet her. I've been waiting this whole game to be able to beat you. It was worth it. Heroic and strong, righting all that's wrong. That all too familiar voice signals the arrival of our personal Durex Machina. Nice, let's go. I'm ready. How you... Destroy them all. Oh, that's really sweet for her, though. Finally gets to see her friend again. And now Kota can see her too, and Guido, and and everybody else. But yeah, they seem like particularly close with her. The girl standing before us looks exactly like she did in the movie I saw. It's Rinka in the flesh. The girl who'd reportedly been abducted by Bad Santa. The timing couldn't have been more perfect, and Kira's going wild as if this really is a movie. Tell her, Rinka, tell her. Dang, did you legitimately just knock her out? Dang, nice. Not holding back, Rinka delivers a solid punch to his sister's stomach before returning to us. Dang, what a badass. Hey, what's up? Nice to meet you. Aww. While patting Carrie, who I'm still clinging to, on the head, Rinka looks at me as if waiting for something. Are you... Rinka? Why you say yeah like that? A scowl mars her face. It's kind of scary. My apologies. I'm one of Carrie's classmates. I saw you in one of her movies. Actually, I think like 3 of them. She remains quiet as she watches me suspiciously. I feel like I should say something. I promise there's nothing shady about me. Was she like, oh, I see one of them twitching. Is that why you did that? She interrupts me, a look of dawning comprehension on her face as she scratches her head. As I stand there, wondering what's going on, she hesitantly pulls something out. Huh? That's Muse! But it's like purple. The fuck? Is this gonna restore all of my memories? He hands me a slip of paper, that's a color I've never seen before, urging me to hurry. Of course I trust you. It's because of her we made it this far. Pressing her completely, I place a square piece of paper on my tongue and... The effects are immediate. I feel it shoot straight to my brain. It hits me like an emotional bomb or a metaphorical big bang, painting my spaced out world in fantastical colors. A tidal wave of information crashes over my brain, weaving forgotten images of this world into my memory. Unable to stop it, memories and emotions rush through me like a horse galloping out of control. And yet, in the midst of the chaos... So we're getting all our memories back, right? There's a flash of light. And in that instant, the shadow of darkness that's enveloped my memories vanishes. Oh, yep. As if I've been blessed by the goddess of inspiration herself. I snap back to reality. Nothing's changed. She stands there, stock still, watching me while Carrie clings to her. Yeah. If asked if I'm okay, the only thing I can say is, yep, totally. Well, to be honest, I've never felt better since arriving here. Relieved. Thank you. I remember everything. That's why I had to thank her. That we made it this far was a huge milestone moment. I'd look at her, my gaze full of gratitude, and she chuckled before replying. Same to you. I'm so glad to see you again, Rinka. And thus, the two of us were finally reunited after 11 long months. Yep, we did know her before. That makes sense. That's why she wrote the message. Oh, chapter 12 part for Rinka. Oh, I'm hyped. Let's go. I'm so ready. Yeah, makes sense. That's why she learned to read and write and wrote that message for us. Alright, so yeah. We finally got to meet Rinka. And like I said, that was completely worth the wait. I loved her entrance. It was great. Just like in Carrie's movies, all that was awesome. She just straight up knocked them all out, too. He even punched Sister Lily in the gut, like, dang. And yeah, Sister Lily was still an antagonist. Just from what I can tell, I mean, well, I still can't tell if, like, she also, like, played a part in the fire or not. Because, like, Saki is being still very vague about that. So it still could have been her. And, you know, the Sister Lily still could have been doing, like, other things, but... Either way, she was an antagonist, so... That's why she was still suspicious. Goodness gracious. Woo Nelly. Woo freaking Nelly. Oh, there's so much. But yeah, Rinka's entrance was freaking amazing. I love that. That was great. And yeah, she does in fact know us. That's why she wrote the message, because that was for us. That makes complete sense.